time for your AHA Comets to take the ice.
Hello, friends and family of the Flaming Sea. Hopefully you can watch this. My numbers are not good. We are in Eagle River at the Mac. You're taking on the Salmon Sharks tonight. 9 o'clock start here locally. That's 1 Eastern for you brave folks out east.
I've already done the intro. Ask somebody to say hello.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Comets game. Sorry, just get my earpiece in. Okay, if you will kindly, those of us who are watching, let us know if you can see the video feed. Cell signal in here is a little tough. We're trying to get the Wi-Fi password. It's very possible that we might drop stream just to get on Wi-Fi and pick it back up. All right. First shift on the ice, we've got Lynn, Pepin, Sutton, Hollenbeck, and Wayman. Hollenbeck with possession. Drops it in the middle. Lynn trying to run it in. Salmon Sharks take possession in their own zone. Sutton with the pressure. They kick it back to nobody, because nobody's paying attention at all. Wayman trying to get a good angle. Eddie picks it up behind the net. Rushes it in front. He's going to go on a drive. And nice pick up by the Salmon Sharks. Brody remains solid with that attempted check. Oh, Frank drives it in and ends up offsides. All right, on the ice, we've got Whittle, Gregerson, Brody, Pennington, and Sillers. Pennington looking to hold that line. Salmon Sharks take possession. Leo is the sole defender, pushing them sideways. Salmon Sharks go to dump it back. Possession is lost on the blue line. Whittle tries to put pressure forward. Gregerson picks it up. Spins around. Looks to make a run. Passes to Whittle. Whittle catches. Whittle, over to Gregerson. Wasn't quite ready for it. Gregerson catches back up to it. Dumps it in the corner. And that's back up. Passes to Heyman. Heyman looks to send it in front of the net. Poked side by the Salmon Sharks. Hollenbeck will pull himself forward. Looks around the corner. Comes to make the shot. Rebounds. Oh, collect. Little extracurriculars there in front of the net. Couple shot attempts there. Hollenbeck with the original drive, or original wraparound. Tries to collect his own rebound. Bounces off goalie, and Whittle attempts to put it in. But ref called it. And that's what prompted the little extracurriculars. So on the ice, we've got Hollenbeck, Wayman, Sutton, Campen, and Heyman. Ooh, Campen loses his edge from the corner. Passes. Sutton attempts to push that one forward. Hampton to Dutton. Dutton to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck to Dutton. Dutton to Heyman. Heyman back to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck back to Salmon Sharks player. Salmon Sharks are going to run this down on the drive. Dutton attempting to hook it through. Connor with the save.
What is your slide?
On the ice, we've got Lynn, Sillard, Pepin, Gregerson, and Pennington. Comets try and push this one into the neutral zone. Salmon Sharks send it forward, and that's going to be an icing call. All right, Sillars sends it into the corner. Gregerson's going to collect it up. Salmon Sharks is actually going to take possession. Pennington drives himself in, puts it back into the corner. Sharks again attempt to send it out, successfully putting it in the neutral zone and actually going all the way for an icing. Comets will get a line change. Coming out on the ice, we'll have Whittle, Brody, Dutton, Hollenbeck, and Wayman. Dutton passes back to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck back to corner. Whittle, some pressure on the Salmon Sharks player, got possession. Salmon Sharks dump it back into, and that's going to be an icing call. .7:57 left in the first period. Score is still 0-0. Betty's going to line up for a face-off. And Sharks are going to attempt to take this one on the run. Wayman putting side pressure. And Salmon Sharks goal. That's going to put the Salmon Sharks up 1-0. On the ice, we've got Pennington, Hampton, Sillars, Gregerson, and Heyman. Pennington able to keep that in the zone. Looks for a driving opportunity. Sends it. Rebound is collected by nobody. Salmon Sharks attempt to break this one out. He's got two defensemen in front of him. Leo able to poke that off to the side. Hampton sends it forward up to Pennington. Pennington taken down. Millers will race to this one. Oh, Darren holding the blue line. Shot. Oh, right off the goalie. Comets looking to keep this one in the zone. Ooh. Sharks goalie able to stop that one. The cell signal sucks. It's a concrete building. We're gonna see if there's a way we can pause and then try and get on the Wi-Fi. Okay. Like there's a delayed penalty here. Maybe. Yeah, it was interference. All right. On the ice, we've got Pepin, Hollenbeck, Lynn, Wayman, and Duddy. Duddy going into the corner. German Sharks keep possession. Hook that one up. And Pepin hanging back, looking to hold possession. And Salmon Sharks able to get it into neutral zone. Lynn holds on to it. Shot over the net. Salmon Sharks send that one all the way down for an icing call. You want me to plug it in? Yeah. Okay. You do it. This one. You're back on. Wi-Fi's back on anyway. You need to stop the stream and start it over again?
No, I don't know yet.
Okay. Alright, over here. Mark's looking to pass that one in. Miller's looking to drive that one. Oh, what the hell is that? Really? Flames in possession. Go away in. Passes to Brody. Brody sends it to the middle back to Gregerson. Gregerson looks to drive in. Tries to pass up the middle. Hollenbeck able to hold it in. Offside. Alright, Hollenbeck's gonna hold on. This is waved off completely. Hollenbeck passes to Dutton. Dutton passes forward up to Campen. Campen's gonna chase it. Campen's gonna get it past. Go for a shot. Goalie's gonna poke that one away. Hollenbeck looks for a centering opportunity. Wayman holds the blue line. Attempts to pass it forward. Heyman picks it up. Passes up to Duddy. Duddy pokes it back in. Heyman's going to chase this one. Look for a centering opportunity again. Siller holds onto it. On the ice right now, we've got Pennington, Heyman, Sillers, Campen, and Dutton. Salmon Sharks able to keep this one in the corner. Pennington. Find a way in. Got pressure on him. Back in the corner. William attempts to shoot. That goes off the goalie. Newman looks for the centering opportunity. Nobody quite there. Dutton. And Sillers will hold that line. He'll send it back wide. And that might have a little too much gas on it. So the Sharks are going to pick that one back up. Or attempt to bring it out. Sillers gains possession, drives it forward. Passes back to Cooper. Cooper gets a shot off. This is wide of the net. On the ice, we've got Hollenbeck, Pepin, Gregerson, Lynn, and Wayman. Hollenbeck looks to try and send that one forward. Can't quite get it. Lynn comes out with it. Wayman sends it back to the corner and gets possession. Hollenbeck puts the pressure to drive it forward. Up and over there covering the blue line. Hollenbeck again holds possession. Oh, there it is. All right. Nice drive in there. Like Coop is going to get credit for that goal, as he rightly should. And that's going to bring the score 1-1. Tied up. 1:03 left in the first period. That'll be an icing call on the Comets. You tell that. Is unable to connect to chat. Clear up on my phone. All right, on the ice, we've got Whittle, Brody, Dutton, Lynn, and Whittle, Brody, Dutton, Pennington, and Phillips. All right, Pennington looks to go on a drive. Try and get a shot off. Too many bodies in front of him. Heads toward the net. That's for live still, so. See. Hold on. Yeah. Sometimes we can bump the. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Can I go back on that side? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, 12 minutes on the clock. Start of the second period. Score is still 1-1. On the ice, we've got Heyman, Gregerson, Wayman, Hollenbeck, and Campen. Heyman with possession. Runs it back behind the net. Campion's going to chase that up. All right. Hollenbeck with possession, passes up to Wayman. Wayman sends it forward to Heyman. And Heyman, a little bit of a chip there on the blue line. Able to get it in the zone though. Campion's going to chase that one up. That'll be an icing call on the Salmon Sharks. Not gonna work. Taking the ice, we've got Pennington, Lynn, Dutton, Fillers, and Pepin. Dutton's going to line up for the face-off. Salmon Sharks attempting to get that one out of the zone. Nice back check by Bruce. Pennington looks to get that one out. Salmon Sharks hanging back at the line. Takes a shot. Goes off of the post. Off the crossbar. Comets looking to take this one out. Pepin holds possession. Crosses over the red line. Sends it back into the Salmon Sharks zone. Willers holds that blue line. Salmon Sharks ready and rearing for it. That'll be an icing call on the Salmon Sharks. On the ice, we have Gregerson, Brody, Wayman, Whittle, and Hollenbeck. Whittle's going to line up for your face-off. Ooh, right towards the net. Goalie stops that one. Salmon Sharks send it behind their net. Colby's going to attempt to hold that blue line. Brody catches back up to it. Passes to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck to Gregerson. Gregerson up to Whittle. Whittle looking for the pass. Tries to find a body in. Gregerson shoots. Goes to goalie. Salmon Sharks pick it back up. They're going to attempt to get it out here. Salmon Sharks looking to go on a drive. Wayman's going to pick that one up. Got one pressure point on him. Back behind the net where the Salmon Sharks are going to pick it. There you go. Gregerson ends up with it. He's going to race it up. He's got Whittle right next to him. Shot. That would have been a perfect rebound attempt. Sharks take a shot. Connor whiffs it to the side. Hollenbeck ends up with it. He's going to look for the upwards motion attempt. And he drives it all the way to the Salmon Shark zone. Takes a little bit of a chip there. Ends up right in Cole's glove. No goal. Like he was aiming for it. All right, that was a nice run attempt by Hollenbeck, though. Brought us back into their zone. On the ice, we've got Stillers, Heyman, Campen, Dutton, and Pennington. Dutton with your face-off. Pennington able to hold that blue line. Campen's going to attempt to put some pressure on him. Pennington again holds the blue line. Sends it forward, ends up hitting the Salmon Sharks player, and he's going to attempt to drive out. Defense is going to push him wide. Campen snakes it from him. Betty ends up with it. Nice little lob attempt up. Heyman's going to chase that forward. Not enough gas for icing. Heyman comes out with it. Looking for the shot attempt. Ends up hitting Salmon Sharks player. Defense again is going to push that one forward. Salmon Sharks get a shot off, and it's going to go way, way into the wrong net. Comets will get some fresh speed out here. We're taking the ice. We've got Pepin, Hollenbeck, Gregerson, Lynn, and Wayman. Gregerson with your face off. Nice, perfect little face off out of the zone. Ruth with a shot. Loose still. Oh, nice try. That was like 4 shots in one. All right. Comets will line up again. Same players on the ice. Still got Lynn, Wayman, Hollenbeck, Pepin, and Gregerson. Sharks looking to get this one out of the zone. Sharks send it all the way down for an icing call. All right, on the ice, we've got Whittle, Dutton, Brody, Sillers, and Pennington. Refs looking to fix some pegs for the net. All right, Dutton with the face-off. Dutton to Whittle. Whittle looks to pass that to defense. Nobody's quite there. Sillers picks it up. Again, passes to Pennington. Pennington's got 1 partial point on him. Let's send it into the Sharks zone. Sharks are going to lob that one. Oh, she's going to take it back behind the net. Sillers able to hold that blue line. Looks for the rush forward. And Sharks able to get that one out of the zone. Shot that goes just wide of the crossbar. And Brody passes to Dutton. Dutton goes wide. Brody will look to keep this one in the zone. And he's successful with it. Dutton picks it up, looks for the way forward. Too much pressure. Sharks will pick it up. And sends it into the Comet zone, where Hollenbeck now holds possession. Hollenbeck looks to find his way through. Okay. And Sharks hold it now. Nice. Good stick poke by Colby. Connor was paying attention on that one. He sure held that ball. All right, Comets looking to need to get this one out of the zone. Hollenbeck sends it forward, but Sharks able to hold it in. Hollenbeck again looks to take some pressure off. Sends it up the wall. And Wayman able to get that one out. Wayman and, Heyman. Heyman and Campin. Campin shoots. Hits the goalie. And Hollenbeck is hanging back. Oh, man. Oh. This is heart-inducing. Okay. On the ice, we've got Heyman, Gregerson, Wayman, Hollenbeck, and Campin. Holding possession, we've got Gregerson. Yeah! And Gregerson with the shot that just goes right by goalie. He got a little piece of it because it slowed it down some, but in the end, it made it back in the back of the net. All right. That'll bring your Comets up 2-1. 5:14 left in the second period. Taking the ice, we've got Lynn, Dutton, Fillers, Pennington, and Pepin. Lynn comes out with it. Fires a shot. That's going to go above the crossbar. Sharks able to get that one out of the zone. Pennington hanging back. Passes to his defensive partner, Fillers. Sellers sends it forward. Lynn collects. Lynn looks to find a way. Ends up losing it for a second. Sharks again able to get it out of the zone. Are you kidding? Sorry. I'm supposed to be commentating. All right, on looks like Pepin holds possession. He drives it into the zone. Pennington passes to Sillers. Sillers looks for his way up, sends it to Gregerson. Gregerson sends it in. Pepin's going to chase this one forward. Sharks again, try and send it out. That's Pennington to Pepin. Pepin looks for a way in. All right. On the ice now, we've got Brody, Gregerson, Whittle, Hollenbeck, and Wayman. Gregerson's going to put some pressure on that. Keep it in the zone. They'll collect again. Looking for the pass attempt. Passes to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck not able to drive that one forward. Sharks collect. They're looking to run it up. Gregerson goes for the catch there. Ends up with possession. Looks to run forward. Does a little fancy play at the blue line. Passes to Whittle. Whittle sends a shot forward. Goes back behind the net. Brody looks to collect. Dutton with possession. Poked away by a Sharks player. Sharks able to pass that one forward and able to send it deep into the Comet zone. And it looks like they might have called icing. All right. Okay, so on the ice we've got Heyman, Dutton, Sillers, Pennington, and Hampin. Sillers holds the blue line, sends it back behind the net. Hampin goes in with some pressure. Sillers is going to chase this one up. He's got some pressure on him. Sends it wide. Pennington able to get it out of the zone. Sends it forward back into the Sharks zone. Hampin looks to collect this one up. Passes over to Dutton. Dutton forward to Heyman. Heyman got some stick pressure on him. Sharks hold it, looking to drive it in. It's a shot that goes wide. Sharks attempts for another shot that goes back behind the net. Fillers will collect this one forward. Passes to Duddy, who collects his own pass. Attempts to poke check that one into the zone, where Heyman sends it back behind the Sharks net. Hampton's going to go in and attempt to collect this one too. Sharks send it. That's going to go all the way down for an icing ball. Comets still up 2-1. Minute 30 left in the second period. On the ice, we've got Lynn, Gregerson, Wayman, Pepin, and Hollenbeck. Gregerson looks to get the pressure on the Sharks. Pennington able to hold that line. Oh no, Hollenbeck able to hold that line. Epping looking for a centering opportunity. Is to keep it deep in the zone. Lynn looking to free him up for some pressure. Passes over to Gregerson. Gregerson shoots. Didn't quite get full power on it, so it's going to go wide of the net. Wayman pulls himself forward to hold possession of it. Shot saved by goalie. Sharks attempt to lob this one successfully out of the zone. Lynn captures it back up. He's going to go on a run. He'll look to drive that back into the Shark zone. Shot back. And that goes right by goalie. Back of the net. Nice shot by Bruce. And that'll bring your Comets up 3-1. 27.5 left in the second period. All right. On the ice, we've got Brody, Dutton, Whittle, Sillers, and Pennington. Sharks looking to get this one out of the zone. Successfully do. Like Sillers is the only defenseman hanging back. Duddy able to back check really well. Dutton holds possession. Looks to get it out of the zone. Taking some stick slaps from the Sharks player. Again, looks to drive it in. And that'll end the period. Okay. I think so. Why would you?
Just because I thought.
Oh, that's only boys. Yeah.
I didn't know who was
No.
playing.
We own the girls.
I didn't know who was playing.
Yeah, it was girls are next week. All right, 12 minutes on the clock. On the ice, we've got Dutton, Whittle, Brody, Pennington, and Sillers. Dutton with the face-off. Dutton putting pressure. And Whittle comes out with that one. Looks to drive it out of the zone. He's got 3 pressure points on him. Oh, and he stays up that whole time. Passes back to Brody. Brody takes a shot. That's going to go up into the upper netting and out of play. All right. On the ice, we've got Campen, Hollenbeck, Gregerson, Heyman, and Wayman. Man, that is trippy when they are both on a line together. All right, Sharks come out with the face-off win. Good pressure by Campen. Attempting to keep that one in the zone. Sharks able to successfully get it out, though. Gregerson with some pressure. Back to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck over to Wayman. Wayman sends it forward, up, and nobody's going to collect that one. So that'll be an icing call on Comets. All right. So line change. Hollenbeck passes up. That was offsides. All right. Taking the ice, we've got Lynn, Dutton, Hollenbeck, Wayman, and Pepin. Oh. Lynn not able to quite get that play off. Hollenbeck looks to drive it forward. And comes out of the zone. Max able to get out. Duddy with possession. Shot. Back. Fully sends it wide. Sharks able to get that one out. Comets are going to chase that one up. Sharks coming out with it. They pass back to their defense. And Hollenbeck holds in front of the net. Sends it forward. Dutton holds possession. Sends the Sharks player. And Connor able to send that one wide with his pad. Wayman collects. Looks to kick this one out of the zone. Lynn sends it clear out. And Dutton able to get it out of the zone. Comets got 2 pressure points on him. On the ice, we still have Lynn, Wayman, Dutton, Pennington comes out, and Whittle comes out. Got a couple players with dead legs. They're looking to get some pressure off so they can successfully get a line change. Pennington looks to drive it out of the zone. He is successful at that. We get some fresh speed out. Shot, Connor knocks that one away effortlessly. Wayman again looking to send this one forward, up, and get it out. Oh. Yeah, Connor! Woo! All right. On the ice, we've got Brody, Pennington, Whittle, Gregerson, and Sillers. Gregerson will line up for the face-off. He'll collect his own face-off, send it forward up to Whittle. Whittle able to get a chip on it. Got some pressure on the Sharks player. He'll try and get that one forward. Sharks able to chip it out of the zone. Whittle comes out, passes up to Gregerson. Gregerson holds possession. Looks to send it to Brody. Brody able to get it into the Sharks zone. Sharks in an attempt to get it out. Gregerson collects it. Gregerson shot up. And off, bar down. Right. On the ice, we've got Sillers, Wayman, Dutton, Campin, and Heyman. Heyman comes out with that one, gets a shot off. Goalie pad saves that. Not quite close enough for the rebound. All right. Great play by Heyman, Campin, and Dutton. Campin sends it off to Heyman over in the opposite corner. Heyman able to send it back from behind the net, forward up to Dutton, who's planted right in front of the goalie. That was a great play. That'll bring your Comets up 5-1. 8:07 left in the third period. Same line out there. Dutton takes the face off, passes back to Hollenbeck. Oh. And that's Hollenbeck for an elbow. All right. Do a little bit of swappages because that is going to be a penalty kill for us. So 2 minutes in the box for Hollenbeck. On the ice, we've got Pennington, Dutton, Wayman, and Campen. Wayman putting some pressure in the corner. Dutton coming in for his own pressure. They're both strong. Goes back to Sharks defense. We get a shut off. Connor able to send that one sideways. Pennington looks to send it forward. Ooh, nice way to get it out. Off. What?
Seriously?
Oh my goodness. That's all right. That's all right. Even the players knew that was offsides. All right. Pennington able to send that one forward. Stillers looking to put some pressure out there. Pennington sends it wide. Ooh, way to keep up, boys. Stillers sends it all the way down the ice, and that's actually going to be on net, so no icing. All right. On the ice, we still have Pennington, Stillers, and Pepin and Lynn. Stillers looks to gap that one out. Sharks able to keep it in. Sharks passing back to their defense. Pepin putting pressure. That one got to Connor. Connor sends it wide. Stillers looking to get it out of the zone. And able to dump it after the red line. That'll bring out Wayman. Out there on the ice still is Pepin, Stillers, and Lynn. Pepin looking to put some pressure on it. Wide. There you go. And we are full strength again. Pass to Gregerson. Gregerson looks to keep up with that one. Gregerson back behind the net, looking for the centering opportunity. Nice little trip there. Wayman collects at the blue line, fires it in. Oh, nice attempt. Gregerson sends it back to defense. Hollenbeck holds on to it. Fires a shot. Big old goalie's mask. Hollenbeck again. Sends it forward. We're getting some fresh feet out here. So on the ice, we've got Wayman, Whittle, Hollenbeck, Brody. Oh. Uh-oh. Like they're going to call some coincidentals here. Maybe not. All right. We're going to go 5-on-5. Okay. That's going to put Gregerson in the box. He didn't actually say what the call was for. I didn't see a sign or anything, so I'm not 100% sure. 4:54 left in the third period. Comets are still up 5-1. So, on the ice, we've got Wayman, Whittle, Brody, Dutton, and Hollenbeck. Wayman looking to hold the blue line. Yeah, because they're coincidental.
I'm just pointing that out to you.
Yeah. All right, Sharks looking to get this one out of the zone. Dutton passes up to Whittle. Whittle sends it deep into the Shark zone. And Sharks looking to go on a drive here. Has one defenseman. Able to reach Connor. Connor able to get that wide. Oh, go! Tab, go! Tavish holds on to that. Sends it forward. No icing. Dutton sends it back behind the Sharks' net. Ooh. Heyman holds on to it. Looks for the centering opportunity. Passes to Whittle. Whittle barely gets a shot off. All right, taking the ice, we've got Lynn, Heyman, Campen, Pennington, and Sillers. Lynn will go with the face-off. Sharks lob that one out, and it looks like Salmon Sharks player on the bench touches it. So face-off will go back into the Salmon Shark zone. Lynn again lines up for face-off. Like that one, passes back to defense. Sillers holds it in, passes over to Heyman. Heyman tries to center it. Lynn picks it up, passes to Heyman. Heyman passes to defense. Pennington. Pennington sends it back behind the net. And lots of pressure from the Sharks there. Not able to hold the blue line. Campen comes out with it. Campen looking to get a shot off. Sends it forward. Sharks looking to lob that one out. Pennington collects, shoots, hits some skates. Campen collects it, passes to Lynn. Lynn drives it in, shoots. Goalie gets a piece of it, goes back behind the net. That's checker from behind. Nice. Whoa! Pennington just took a pretty big hit and again knocked Sillers over. We'll see what the call is, but I think that should be head contact. .251 left in the third period. Hold on, he's telling him. And it looks like they're calling a double minor. Wait, what? But that doesn't make any sense. Why are they pulling an extra man? No. No. It's 2 and a 10 or it's 5 in a game. I mean, unless they call that second one? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I guess I'll see on the game sheets. I'm not sure. What potentially would? Yeah, I don't know. Guess we'll see. And I guess, yeah, we'll see. All right. On the ice, we've got Wayman, Hollenbeck, Dutton, Brody, and Pepin. Pepin comes out with that one. Drive this one forward. Ooh. Dutton able to collect it back up. Passes to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck sends it back to Dutton. Dutton over to Wayman. Wayman able to hold the blue line. Passes to Brody. I At this point, I just think they want to hit.
They're just head hunting right now.
Yeah, they just want to hit. Alright, Shark's able to get out of his own. Wayman gonna come and collect that one. Got one pressure point on him. Dutton looks to drive this one forward. Oh my goodness. On the ice, we've got Sillers, Hollenbeck, Campen, Heyman, and Dutton. .117 left in the game. Comets are up 5-1. Heyman looking to drive this one towards the net. Sharks able to poke it out. Sillers collects at the blue line. Jumps in into the corner. And then holds possession. Jeez. Come on, Callan, pass it. Ugh. What's going? Wait. I'm so confused. Okay, wait, just leave it. All right, Pennington goes on a rush. What? Hey, just leave it, Chase. What's going on? I know. I just stop yelling. I don't think it's them though. I think they're getting bad directions from the people in the score box. Is what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Not 100% sure what's happening. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Previous Salmon Sharks call. I'm not sure if they put it on the board wrong. Not 100% sure. I don't know. On the ice, we've got Hollenbeck, Wayman, Dutton, Whittle, and Lynn. Oh, and Wayman sinks it from almost the blue line. And that's going to bring your Comets up 6-1, even though the scoreboard says 2-5. Not 100. Oh, they fixed it again. There we go. 12.6 seconds left in the third period.
You should know which buttons are. They've used.
Sometimes the pressure, man. All right. 10 seconds. Leave it. Fine. All right. And that'll be the game. 6-1, Comets. All right. And that'll be our final game before we start our President's Day tournament next week. So we'll have an early morning game Friday morning, specifically, I believe, 8 a.m. Friday morning. And we are playing the Juneau Capitals, whom we have not seen this year at all. So it'll be interesting to see them before we might meet again at the state tournament.